Imagine a household, a master, and his servants. This forms the basis of one of the most thought-provoking parables in the book of Matthew. Today, we dive into the parable of the servants and the Lord, a story that serves as a cornerstone in Jesus' discourse on the end times. It's nestled right there in the 24th chapter of Matthew's Gospel, a book brimming with Jesus' teachings on readiness and faithfulness. This parable is not just a simple tale, but a profound lesson about vigilance and loyalty. It's a story that holds a mirror to our lives, asking us to reflect on our actions and attitudes. It serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the Lord's return and the importance of being prepared. This parable, laden with profound wisdom, encourages us to stay faithful and vigilant, as the Lord may return at an unexpected hour. The parable begins with a question: who then is the faithful and wise servant, whom the master has put in charge of his household? This query sets the stage for an exploration of two distinct types of servants, the faithful and the wicked. Let's start with the faithful servant. This servant is wise and diligent, managing the household duties with care and integrity. The master, impressed by the servant's dedication, entrusts him with greater responsibilities. Now, this servant isn't perfect. Nobody is. But he's committed, he's trustworthy, and he's doing his best to honor the trust placed in him by his master. On the flip side, we have the wicked servant. This servant is lazy and deceitful, misusing the master's resources for his own selfish gain. He drinks, feasts, and abuses his fellow servants, all while neglecting his duties. He operates under the assumption that the master will be gone for a while, giving him free rein to do as he pleases. But here's the twist. The master returns unexpectedly. This moment symbolizes Jesus' second coming, a time when all will be held accountable for their actions. The faithful servant, who has been diligent and responsible, is rewarded with greater responsibilities and blessings. He's promoted, if you will, for his good stewardship. The wicked servant, however, faces a starkly different outcome. Caught off guard by the master's return, his misdeeds are exposed. He's punished for his negligence and abuse, a stark warning of the consequences of unfaithfulness. In essence, this parable is a call to vigilance and faithfulness. It's a reminder that we're all stewards of the resources and opportunities we've been given. It urges us to live responsibly, to care for others, and to honor the trust placed in us. Because like the master in the parable, the Lord could return at any time. The faithful servant is rewarded while the wicked one faces punishment. The message here: stay alert and remain faithful, for we know not when the Lord will return. In this short yet profound parable, there are many lessons to be learned. We've dissected the parable of the servants and the Lord, and now let's distill the wisdom it holds and relate them back to the bigger picture. This parable, nestled in the heart of the book of Matthew, teaches us about readiness, faithfulness, and wise handling of responsibilities. The faithful and wise servant, who diligently carries out his duties, is rewarded upon the master's return. This servant didn't know when his master would come home, but he was prepared nonetheless. This readiness wasn't born out of fear, but out of love, respect, and a sense of duty. On the flip side, the wicked servant, who was negligent and indulgent, faced harsh consequences. He assumed his master would delay his return and shirked his responsibilities, living for the moment without considering the future. His lack of readiness and disregard for his duties led to his downfall. The lessons here are not just about being ready for the unexpected, but also about being faithful in our responsibilities, no matter how great or small. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's about being wise in our actions, not just in our words. We are encouraged to reflect on our own faithfulness and readiness. Are we living our lives with a sense of duty and respect? Or are we getting caught up in the immediate pleasures, ignoring our responsibilities? Are we the faithful and wise servants, or the neglectful and unwise ones? This parable serves as a reminder that we are all servants in one way or another. We all have duties and responsibilities. We all have a master, whether it's a literal one or a metaphorical one. In the grand scheme of life, we are all servants in God's household. The question is, are we the faithful and wise servants ready for the Master's return? Or are we the wicked ones living in negligence and ignoring our duties? The choice, as always, is ours to make.